Please welcome Praneeth Pentakota.
Hello everyone. A very warm welcome to the session. Hope you'll enjoy it, like it. I'll be the speaker for the next few minutes. Let's see what we have in store for you. This will be the agenda for today. We'll be covering 3 topics. Firstly, let's get a sense of how big an opportunity is selling in other Amazon stores outside US. Later, we'll cover a solution called Marketplace Product Guidance in detail. We launched some really cool features this week. This will be the first time all of you will be seeing them. So we'll be having a detailed demo of those features. And lastly, we'll look at some of our selling partners who've been using this solution, what kind of results they've been experiencing. That's the agenda for today. Any questions you'll have in the session, please scan this QR code, submit the questions on your mobile app, Accelerate app. We'll take them at the end of the session. So I'll just pause here for you to pick your phones, scan it. OK, we'll get started. Now, let's see how big an opportunity is to sell globally outside A.com US and other stores. In Europe alone this year, we are projecting an e-commerce business size of $550 billion. Majority of this is driven by cross-border trade and exports to Europe. So that's a big opportunity for all of us to leverage. But what we see is that's not the case. Only 1 out of 10 sellers selling on Amazon.com are selling in any other store where Amazon is there. As of today, Amazon operates in 20 stores worldwide, reaching 300 million customers. That's a big opportunity. So let's see how one of our selling partners, we'll take a scenario of selling partner James, how he goes about expanding to other stores. So James is a seller selling on Amazon.com US for the last couple of years. He sells in kids' accessories, products like kids' school bags, lunch boxes, and other products. He's looking to grow his business, evaluating other stores to expand to, and Japan is on top of his mind. If you are James, what will you be thinking about before entering into Japan? Would you like to know what is Japan like, how big an opportunity it is when compared to US? What are the customer preferences? What are they liking? What are they buying in Japan? Do you want to know that? Do you want to get a sense of what to sell in Japan to start with? Are there any regulations you need to be aware of before you start selling your products? Is that something you want to know? Let's see how James gets answers to some of these questions using the solutions we have in place for him. So James uses the solution called Marketplace Product Guidance, which is there in Seller Central. So what is Marketplace Product Guidance? With this solution, in this solution, you can find 4 key insights, which will help you get a sense of other stores. Firstly, we use technology and look at the catalog which you're selling in US and identify the demand for your catalog in Japan and in Europe. That's the first key insight you get from the solution. Secondly, this is something new, which we'll cover in detail today. None of you would have seen this before. We help you benchmark with other similar products in Japan or Europe, similar to what you're selling in US. Let's see what it is later in more detail. The third aspect, at the same time, we help you look at the macro category performance, category trends, the seasonality, the category size, how the returns, like many other aspects of the category at a macro level. That's the third thing this solution offers you. The fourth one, this solution also helps you understand the top product attributes in your category the customers are liking, which is driving them to purchase the products in this category. So these are the four key things which the solution covers. Who's eligible to access this solution? I mean, this is available for all professional sellers selling on Amazon.com who had any sale in the last 12 months. The most important criteria is we look at, we use technology to generate demand. Only if there is demand for your products, you'll find recommendations in the solution. At the same time, we also validate products with the local country regulations. If there are any regulations restricting sale of your products in the other country, we don't recommend. We also don't recommend some categories like grocery and other perishable goods. But otherwise, all professional sellers who had any sale on A.com can access the solution on Seller Central. Let's see what some of our selling partners who've been using the solution have to say.
My name is Alfred Mai, and I'm the founder of ASM Games. I currently sell on Amazon in the US, the UK, Canada, and Australia. I've used Marketplace product guidance for ASIN recommendations in new marketplaces to get insights on sales forecasts, keywords, and search volumes, which helped me make expansion decisions internationally. This is instrumental for my business to launch in markets outside of the US, and international sales are now accounting for a larger and larger chunk of our total Amazon revenue. So that's been great for us.
Awesome. You see all the cool products the seller has in his background. Let's see what another selling partner has to say. This partner has launched some new products on Amazon based on the insights he got from our solution marketplace product guidance. I'll just pause for you to go through the comments. Okay, so now let's look at what all does James do on marketplace product guidance. As a step one, he starts accessing it. We are on Seller Central homepage. On this homepage, you can scroll down, go to the recommendation section. Over here, you'll find this homepage card called Global Product Demand. So this is one you can click and visit this experience. You see James doing that. Alternately, there's another way you can access this product. On the top left burger menu, you can go to the Growth tab and go to Marketplace Product Guidance. So this is the experience. Now, James starts exploring his catalog demand in Japan as the next step. On the Marketplace Product Guidance, on the top, you see the tab Global Demand for your products. This is the first thing James starts working on. So what is global demand for your products? Over here, we have a set of recommendations from your catalog which have demand in other countries. We give these recommendations for up to 6 marketplaces in Europe and Japan. You see now James going through the recommendations for Japan. He can switch between the tabs and look at the recommendations from his catalog for other countries, UK, Germany. He starts with Japan. Now, by selecting Japan, he can see a list of recommendations from his catalog. He goes through this recommendation list, scrolls through them. There are multiple data points allowing him to understand why we are recommending these in the first place. He starts going through these data points. For example, the first ASIN, which is a kid's backpack, he sees the rationale why we are recommending it, because it's in pretty high demand. There is an opportunity score, which is kind of a rank. The higher the opportunity score, the better it is. You need to start with that product for Japan. We also have sales forecasted for this product in the other countries, the median price for this product, and a lot of other information on this page. You can filter, sort, and navigate through this experience and shortlist your products. There is other information on the best sales period, bestseller rank for this product. So James goes through these data points. He scrolls through the list. So you can have a question. I don't think I'm selling my product in Japan. Why am I seeing all the price and bestseller rank and other things? So on this page, we have 2 data points. You can find out if your product, you'll be the first one to sell in Japan, or if somebody else is selling already, if there is an offer from some other selling partner in Japan. The sales forecast, especially if you're not selling in Japan, what we do is we crunch hundreds of data points. We use machine learning model. We look at similar products which are similar to yours, which were there in US, which were launched in Japan, and how are they performing. Then we use that model to extrapolate and forecast the demand for your products in Japan. So that's how we arrive at sales forecast, even though you're not selling your product in Japan. And a lot of other data points, we show it for your US product if there is no data point available for Japan. And we know that this information is not sufficient for you to make a decision. So the way we are thinking about it is, at your product level, for your products, we help you with certain data points like the rationale, sales forecast. Then we plan to give you other grain of data. You're going to see shortly something new and exciting. That's the next grain to help you determine your demand in Japan. So this is the new solution which I'm talking about. In the same experience, for each ASIN recommendation, you see this arrow mark. You can click and expand on any of the ASINs. You see James clicking that. Now there is this new dashboard called Similar ASINs. This is the first time you'll be seeing this. We launched it 2 days back. So what are similar ASINs? These are products in Japan which are very similar to yours. So we want you to benchmark with them, get a sense of how they're performing, what customers are talking about these products. So over here, up to 10 similar products we showcase. And there are a lot of other data points you can find for these products on the page. So you see James looking at other kids' backpack products which are very similar to his. What are the brands? What are the bestseller ranks? What are the median prices like? Offer winning prices like? This is the interesting part. For these 10 products collectively, what has been the sales trend? You can check the sales trend for the last 7 days to 12 months. You see James sees that the 10 products together sold 16 units in September 2022, which has been the highest in the last 12 months. You can compare the sales trend year on year, see if there is any seasonality for these products in Japan, if these products experienced a growth. You can see the dollar value of these sales. All this is collectively for the 10 products together. We don't show any individual product information. The idea is for you to benchmark, get a sense how they're performing. Is the sales velocity making sense for you? We also show you the volume of customer searches these products are gathering month on month and the number of clicks. On the right side, you see the popular keywords in Japanese language on these products, which are driving traffic to these products. There are many other metrics we have, and we'll be adding in future. So you see the customer glance view trend on these 10 products combined. What has been the trend like? What is the median price? It's strange, the price dropped from $41 to about $32 in March. So for these 10 products combined, we also share with you the conversion rates, how many people are searching versus purchasing, what are the return rates like, if any, and on an average, how much are they spending on each ASIN? So there's no ad spend in this case, but we'll see some of the ASINs where the ad spend data is there. So you can go through this data. So James is scrolling through this experience. You can select any ASIN in this list, any of your products, and see the same similar ASINs shortlisted for that product in Japan, not in US. So over here, it's a trimmer product. So James is going through the list of similar trimmer products in Japan. What are the brands? What are the bestseller ranks and other data points? Then again, we have the sales trend in units sold as well as dollar value. You can check this data for the last 7 days or 12 days, 30 days, 90 days, 12 months. The trend of the number of customer searches these 10 products are gathering. The popular keywords out of these 10 products. Right now they're in Japanese. We also plan to show them the English version of the keywords. The ad spends, return rates, and other data points. Okay. Now, in the same experience, next to the similar ASINs tab, you see this other tab called demand. Let's see what we have here. This is again something unique you won't find anywhere else. So we take your US listing. We pick the top keywords in your US listing, which is driving traffic to your US listing. We translate them into Japanese language and then pick the search volume for those keywords. So essentially for your US listing, we are kind of giving you search volume information in Japan. So this is another data point we want to share with you to get a sense of the number of searches, number of clicks, get a sense of the customer demand for this ASIN in US. On the same page, along with similar ASINs and the demand tab, there's another experience called the customer review insights. So for your US listing, if there is an offer from some other selling partner in Japan, then we'll give you the customer review insights from Japan. Else we'll give the review insights from your US listing. What we do here, we have a model which generates the key parameters which are influencing the customer rating on your product, either in Japan or US. So the first graph on the left, you see that the portability and quality aspects of this product kits backpack are the primary drivers helping you with a positive rating for this product. Then you have the positive themes picked from all the customer reviews which were created on this product, and the negative themes. In the positive themes, you can see, for example, people are buying this backpack, liking it because they think the fit is great. They love the number of pockets and compartments this backpack has. Whereas in the negative reviews, the theme is the smaller than expected size is kind of a deterrent for some of them. So this is customer review insights. It's there in the same experience. Click the ASIN recommendations to see these new insights which we have for you. Now, we'll see something again pretty new, which we launched for the first time. We've been talking to you last few months, gathering a lot of feedback on how you're using it, what are the insights will help you make better product decisions. And I'm glad to say that we launched a feature which will help address that. Some of you wanted to be in the top 10, top 5 products in a category when you're launching in a new store. Now, what does it take to get to the top 5, top 10 products in a category? What is the sales velocity like? What should I price the products at? How much should I spend on advertising in this new store if I had to be in the top 5, top 10, right? What are the new trending products in this category? Fine, top 5, top 10 is fine, but for the first time, I'll be entering the store. Will I even succeed? How much money are the new products in this category in the store making? Are you interested in such insights? So addressing this feedback which we got from you, here is what we have. Let's see what we launched. So in this experience, in the same global demand for your products experience, you see James clicking on the checkbox group recommendations by category. Now, all your recommendations are grouped by different category of products, like the kids' backpacks. Under that, you can see the recommendations. You can browse through these different categories, like baby food containers. If you have products spanning across 5, 6 categories, you'll find all the recommendations under this different headings, category groups. James scrolling through the experience different categories. Now, going back to the kids' backpacks category, you see this new tab called Customer Category Insights. Over here, we give you the category insights for kids' backpacks in Japan. Not US, but in Japan. So there are 3 options here. We're starting to look at category insights for all the products in Japan, firstly. So for all products selling in kids' backpacks in Japan, you can get a sense of the sales trend, year-on-year sales, a lot of other metrics which we've been seeing so far. You see James scrolling through, looking at the dollar value. A lot of our selling partners use this data to look at the seasonality and compare the size. You can see the most popular keywords in this category in Japan, the number of customer glance views the overall category has gathered, the trend for that, the conversion rates, if there are any returns, what are the top reasons for returns? Selling partners who are visiting our experience like this metric a lot. Then we have metric on the number of new ASINs which are launched recently, how many new star ratings which we got in the last few months. You see the ad spends in this subcategory. Now, the next feature we are going to talk about, that's the feature our customers, our selling partners love the most. The kids' backpacks features. Here, we tell you why customers are buying kids' backpacks in Japan. What are the features they like the most? Like, for example, color blue and black are the most sold compared to the other colored backpacks. People buy solid and cartoon-colored backpacks the most compared to the others. You can look at the top best price bands and other product attributes. So we show up to 4 product attributes right now, top 4. You can select the ones which are making sense, download them into an offline file, and source products offline. We have a lot of feedback from our sellers that they actually didn't realize that some of these attributes are important. They source new products based on these attributes, even updated their listings description, saying that these are some of the attributes which are there in their product. So it really helped them. So James, going through the experience. You can check it for any category of your products without logging into Seller Central JP, without registering in JP, you're getting these insights for JP. Now see this new radio button we have, top grossing. So over here, we are showing you the top 10 grossers in kids' backpacks in Japan in terms of revenue. And what is their trend, sales trend in the last 12 months to last 7 days. You can see the list of products there, which are the top grossers, what are the brands, what are the bestseller rank, what are the prices, and a host of other information. So all this is publicly available information, brand, price, and others, which we showed at an individual ASIN level. So along with this information, this is the best part. We're going to show you the sales trend of this top 10 grossing products in this category in Japan. This is the collective sales trend, not an individual ASIN sales. All the 10 products together, how much did this generate? Both in dollar value as well as in units sold. You can compare this year on year as well to see if there is any growth in these top grossing products. The idea here is, again, you get a sense, benchmark, if you're aspiring to be in the top 5, top 10 products, does the sales volume make sense for you? Are these price points making sense for you? How much are they spending in ads? Let's see how much are they spending in ads. Here we see the search volume trend for these products and the number of customer clicks they gathered month on month. The popular keywords in Japanese which are driving traffic to these 10 products. The glance view trend, number of customers viewing these products, close to 600K every month, not bad. The price is operating between $35 to $31 month on month. It's been pretty consistent. Pretty high search to purchase ratio compared to the other categories I've seen. You see the returns and the reasons for returns. Not sure if you observed the ad spend compared to the overall category average, it's pretty high. They're spending up to 223 yen compared to the category average of 3 yens. So James grows this experience, all these metrics. He can pick and choose any other ASIN in his category or go to a different category and do the same. Now the new and successful, you'll go to the other tab. So what we do, we take all the products which are launched in the last 6 months, we pick the best sellers, and we are showing you the top sellers in that. The idea is you see what are the trends in Japan in this category. Why are these new products popular? What is driving them? What are the new features they launched? Why is it so unique? Is this their sales velocity, their performance making sense for me? So you see James going through that list of 10, up to 10 products, which were new and successful in Japan. There are a host of metrics you can see for each product and the combined set of products together. You can click on any of these product links, like how James is doing, and go to the Japan page to see the detailed listing. What is the brand? What are the detailed description of the listing? You can scroll down to the experience and all the good features which we launched, like the sales trend of these products last 7 days to 12 months in both dollar value, units value. You can see these metrics. These are refreshed every 2 weeks, so these are up to date. You see the unit sold trend month on month. The search volume trend on these 10 products combined. How many customers are viewing these products? What is the price like? The price at about $45. That's pretty high than the category average. You see the reason for returns, search to purchase ratios, and other metrics. You can do the same for a different category of products which you sell in. You see James going through baby food storage containers now. And here again, in this category, you can see the insights for all the products, or just the top grosses, or the new products which are successful. Get a sense of the trends. You see James going through the experience, selecting different categories. This time it's sort of boxes. So after he does all this research, let's see what James does. On the same experience, he shortlists a couple of ASINs based on the demand and other metrics which we just went through. James thinks that these make sense to start with in Japan after looking at the data points. Over here, there are a couple of options. He clicked on the feedback button. He submits feedback, whether he likes it or doesn't like these recommendations. We use this feedback. Our machine learning models use this feedback, and we try to improve and get back to you with better recommendations next time. The other button which we have, you can download all these recommendations which you shortlisted and the different data points which we have into an offline Excel and source products based on this. There is a different second option also in the download template. You can download that ASIN, update the price, quantity, and start creating an offer in Japan if you're already registered in Japan. So we have multiple options of downloads available in this experience. Now, we've seen similar ASINs. We've seen the list of high demand products from your catalog in Japan. We've also seen how to look at category insights. There's another way we can research, go through the category insights in Japan or in any other store. Let's see how to do that. In the same experience, Marketplace Product Guidance, on the top, you see a tab called Category Insights. So James clicks on that tab. Over here, he finds an option to select different stores. He can pick between US, Germany, Japan, or UK. He's interested in Japan, so he starts with Japan. In this, he selects fashion. Under fashion, as we've been looking at the kids' backpacks category, he goes to backpacks and selects kids' backpacks item type, the subcategory. Now, for this kids' backpacks subcategory in Japan, he can again go to the performance metrics. All the metrics which we've seen for the last 7 days to 12 months, he can look at the sales trends, search volume, and a host of other metrics which we have here. So right now we've selected the 90 days trend. You see the 90 days trend for the sales. Year-on-year trend for the kids' backpacks. Hold on, there's a reason why we are showing this experience. There's something else you can do which you couldn't do in the other experiences. Yeah, James is seeing the glance view trend, the price bands and the conversion rates across different price bands in this category. The return rates and the top reasons for returns in kids' backpacks in Japan. You can see the average advertisement spend per ASIN on a daily basis in this category. And the customer favorite product features in Japan for this product. The first reason why customers are purchasing these products. Now, while James is selling in kids' backpacks, if you're trying to looking at increasing your range of products you offer, you can select something else, something like diaper changing backpacks, what James has just selected, and go through the whole set of data. And see if diaper changing backpacks are making sense for you in terms of the volume, the size of this category, the pace at which it is growing, the price points. If that's making sense, that's an opportunity for you to expand to. So James is doing research on diaper changing backpacks. Not just that, any other backpacks related product. That's what you can select in this experience. This time he selected baby backpacks and does the research on baby backpacks. So not just the backpacks, but if you want to look at a different product type altogether, but something which is still related, you see James going from backpack to handbag. And you can see overall different types of handbags, subcategories which are there, and their sales performance year on year in the last 7 days. Get a sense of the opportunity size, get a sense of the growth rates. Are those price points good enough for you to make profit, right? So that's how you can use this experience. And you can, best part is you can do that for every country, not just Japan. Compare the handbags, compare the kids' backpacks in Japan versus US versus Germany, right? So that's how this experience can help you. Many sellers and partners use this, they love it. We keep getting feedback, questions on, hey, why am I not seeing my subcategory? How do I search for my subcategory? Is this the same subcategory? Am I reading this metric correct? So we increased the coverage of all the subcategories which are there. Simplified how you can search. So you just saw how James has searched for the backpack instead of going to the radio buttons. So you see James playing with the experience, selecting different tabs, different filters which we have here. He's switching between countries. Scrolling through the experience. Now, post his research, James could successfully launch 20 new ASINs in Japan. Not just James, but there are thousands of sellers who are using the experience to launch new products. Last year, we had 450K seller visits to this experience. So if James and other sellers are able to use this experience, launch new products, I'm sure you can leverage this as well and benefit from it. So this product experience was launched 2 years ago, and it's been constantly evolving. Some of the features you've seen today are pretty new. They were launched this week. So till date, about 100,000 sellers are using this experience, and they're seeing great results. Than the products which they organically added in any store, the products which they added based on recommendations are having a higher chance of success. That's the observation. Almost twice the chance of receiving an order, and almost 6 times the revenue compared to the organically added products. That has been the actual results. So I strongly urge you to use Marketplace Product Guidance and make some smart product investments. Every time you plan to launch a new product on Amazon or try to launch a new store, expand your selection to other stores, this is the solution you need to go to. Thank you.